Good afternoon. By the time I put this up, it will probably be good evening. So much to do, everybody. Welcome back. So I did a cup on Ali Khamenei, who is the leader of Iran. And like I said, I'm going to just completely ignore the news and I'm going to go by my gut feeling. And holy cow, you guys, I was correct. I was correct here. So this is Ali Khamenei's cup. Anything that will be happening by the handle will be happening the soonest. There's going to be an attack in Iran. There's going to be some sort of invasion in Iran. Some sort of war, something going on there. There's going to be an attempt on Khamenei's life. And in between there's a girl sitting. There's an attempt on his life. He's falling. And there's 1, 2, 3 men. And in the middle of the 3 men, this is like a big person, bodyguard. There's a woman sitting down with her head down. Shots being fired at her too, but she's going to be okay. He is going to be taken into a large place with hallways. And it's kind of white and spacious. So I'm guessing this is hospital. And then she's going to go visit him with some sort of burqa or burqa-like outfit and a little girl. So does he have a daughter or a granddaughter? Or a woman close to him? That's what I see there. And that guy protecting her here is here as well. Woo! Deep. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sometimes this gives me asthma almost. Hold on. Need a breather. These cups really take a lot out of you here. Let me just go back. You see this person being hit by bullets. Not only them, but the people that are with them, the bodyguards. You see those of you that have been with me for a long time, you know what war looks like, what a bullet attack looks like. You see that there? Hold on, let me get the light on there. You know, this is a one-woman operation. I have no assistants. This is not a professional production here. But you see it there. You see the bullets hitting this person, hitting this one. This is the Khamenei falling. This is other people. One guy wounded here, 2 barely grazed. Here's another person. Here's the lady sitting down with her head down with a big skirt. Long skirt, big. And here's like this tall, huge, heavy set guy with headwear. You see how look at the headwear there. They will have like headwear. This is like in a natural area where this building is. There are birds and things like that. And it has spacious hallways with rooms and light. So this has got to be a hospital. Ugh. Sorry, I'm moving it too much. I'm hitting the camera. And here is the woman with the arabesque Muslim-like wear with the long coverings from head to toe, holding the hand of a tiny little girl. She's a chubby little girl. And here's this guy protecting them. They're going to see the Khamenei in the hospital. Or, I don't know, I hope it's a hospital, not a morgue, but that sort of thing, you know. And then they go to another building with all these problems, and here are people coming from different regions bringing in documents to have to do with commodities. And then here is a guy, a Caucasian man, with papers for them to sign. He has his head down. I don't know if he feels guilty or it's not going to go according to plan, either one. But it's some sort of infiltration of people that are lighter than them. It could be us, it could be the Americans, it could be the Israelis. It could be somebody lighter than them heading the operation. Maybe they'll send other people, but it's the Caucasians running the operation here. And here is a person, the people there in Iran are going to be so desperate. The Ayatollah Khamenei people, they're going to be throwing themselves from windows, trying to like bomb and fight the soldiers that are going to go in there. Like throwing themselves from the air to try to stop them. And people catching them. And here's some sort of treaty that they're going to have to sign. They're going to be obliged to sign. Jesus Christ. I don't know exactly what all this is. But again, more people meeting with other people. There's one wounded in the head. And another one looking after them. Short of stature, chubby man. Stocky, chubby. Short, very short of stature. Meeting with these people. And here's this one man here, actually, before this. One man here who's married, has a lady, a wife. This could be Jared. Jesus, I can't believe I said that. I don't know. It gives me the American vibe. Israeli-American vibe here. This is a man far, far away. Looks like them. Having to do with this crap over here. They might send the Saudis, but is the lighter skinned people the ones with the plan here? But they might send people from other countries to do the fighting. And at the bottom here, a bunch of people in despair. Many people in despair. And they're going to invade by sea first. This is water, and this is like a ship or a sub or something coming in like a missile through the water, breaking water with bubbles at the top. Breaking in, going in. Don't come arrest me, CIA, FBI, don't come for me. Nobody knows my channel. Very few people know my channel, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's what's going to be happening. I'm going to hold on to this just in case I catch up on more, but I was just too ADD. I was just too hyper reading this. I can't quite make of it. I'm going to hold on to it, though. I'm going to hold on to it. But that's what I see. I knew something was cooking with the Middle East. Something crazy is cooking with the Middle East, you guys. Now, I'm not a fearmonger, please. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to tell you what's going to be happening in the news. We survived everything. We survived the 9/11 attacks. We survived the pandemic. We survived Donald Trump. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I'm just telling you what's going to be happening because that's the point of my channel, right? Don't despair. We're going to be okay. But unfortunately, more craziness happening in the Middle East, and we're going to be scared. We're going to be like, what's going on? Are we going to be... No. But it just seems to be contained there. Unfortunately, poor people in Iran. I hope nobody gets hurt, but from the civilians, from the poor folks that live there that, have nothing to do with this. I pray to God to help them. Please, God, let's put our prayers now. Let's start praying right now for brothers and sisters in Iran that have nothing to do with this holy ass mess here. Let's pray for them. The children, the dogs, the animals, everybody, every innocent soul. Please, God, help them. Ay, Dios mío. We never get out of one before we get into the other, right? Jesus, can we just calm down? This is my reading on the Ayatollah Khamenei, and I just got to tell you something else before I move on to my next cup, which is Jared. I did one on Jared Kushner. But before I move on to that one, I just want to share something with you. Hold on. So what I wanted to say was that recently I made a cup for myself. I have to keep reminding myself to do cups for me. because that's one of the reasons I started reading the cups. A long time ago, I had given up reading the cups. And I sure do regret it. I sure do regret it. So now I made a promise to myself that I would read the cup for myself every so often. And because I'm reading these cups for political people in my channel, and I'm doing personal readings for other people, it's very hard to do your own cup. Recently, I did a cup for myself, and it's actually in my intro video. That's my cup. On the intro video, my husband actually did the music for me. He created that music for me. That's original. That's our music. He asked me, if you want me to do the music for you, I will. And I said, well, you know what kind of music I like? Do something that I would like. And he knows I love African music and I love classical music. So he mixed both together. And actually that intro is a mixture of African music and classical music. If you pay attention, you'll notice that it's a mixture of both. So anyway, I did a taza for myself. And like I said, I don't want to fearmonger. It's not, we're going to be okay. I'm just telling you guys, you know how January 6th, we were all okay. Even though people were climbing up on the Capitol and some people unfortunately lost their lives, we were okay. It's that sort of thing, It's not like the whole world's going to crumble. It's more like certain situations are going to be happening in the country or in the world, sort of thing. Now, the cup that I did for myself, I saw New York being flooded beyond anything we've seen before. Someone wrote to me a while back and asked me if, she heard some psychics say there was going to be tsunami in New York. Me for myself, I don't want to contradict anybody. I don't see a tsunami. I just see a lot of water, and I don't know what it is. It could be hurricanes. It could be the sea level rising. But people all over the New York area are going to have a lot of issues, and they're going to be trying to climb out of the first floor. I'm not saying everybody, but in lots of regions, you guys are going to get a lot of water. And that's what I saw in New York. It's going to be intense. I don't know if it's the Bronx or if it's Long Island. Could be one of those areas. Southern Brooklyn, that sort of thing. Manhattan. It's almost everywhere. But there's going to be certain areas more worse off than others there in New York. So now that we're in September and the hurricane season is coming, if you live in a basement, start backing up all your information, start putting things above. If you have a family that lives, lives on the fourth floor of an apartment, ask them to keep your most important documents, that sort of thing. Don't leave your pets in crates when you go to work. Don't leave your pets in crates, people. Do not leave your pets in crates, for the love of God. Why? Don't do that. I've already said that animals are very, very resourceful and they will find a way to survive. But if you put them in a cage and lock them up, how are they going to swim out of that? I had said that before, and look at all the fires and all the droughts we were having. And now the rain is coming in, even places in California where people didn't expect any water. Water is coming in, putting out fires, the whole shebang. Already warned about that. And when I do my live, I'm doing a live, I'll get more into it. I don't know why I'm so out of breath right now. I think that that's just... I'm like pushing myself to do all this because... I don't know if you understand. It's just crazy sometimes. But the other thing that I saw in the U.S., like I said, not fear-mongering. I'm just preparing you. When you see it on the news... You look at it, you take it in, and you say to yourself, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Let me not panic. I don't want you to panic. But I did see tanks and army trucks in the streets here in the United States of America. Okay? It could be a preventative thing, that sort of thing. I just don't want you to be alarmed when you see it. Just have trust. Everything's going to be fine. Okay? But when you see it, you're going to see tanks in the street in the news. Here in the United States, things are going to get red hot. These motherfuckers are going to go crazy. And I want you to just stay calm because we're going to be okay. It's okay. So when you see it, just remember these words. You're going to be fine. And I see it, like I've said for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, it's more in like different states and the capitals of different states. You know how everything happened in the capital in January 6, 2021. Now it's going to be in like, maybe in the capital there in Washington, but also in the state's capital and the state government areas. That sort of thing. That's what we're going to get. So when you see it, just stay calm, please. Sometimes I debate. Do I tell him? I don't want to scare you. It's not about scaring. It's about just making you, recognize that even though things are, terrible, all in all, it's not like everything's falling apart and everything's crumbling. You're going to be okay. Your family's going to be okay. But just don't argue with crazies and stay away from where you see some brouhaha going on with guns and all that. Don't go over there. Yeah, so it's my little mint wand. That's what I wanted to tell you. Oh, idiot. Yeah, so please, I'm not trying to scare you or fearmonger. That's not my thing. I'm just stay calm. We're going to be okay. Start doing your prayers. And try to forgive your enemies, I guess, or people that hurt you. I'm not saying that you have to have dinner with them and be, best buddies. But don't hold anything that's poisoning you or making you ill. Likewise, when it has to do with politics or people that you don't even know, but their ideologies hurt you, don't let them win. Don't let them beat your heart. Don't let them beat your benevolence. Your benevolence and your connection with God should always be first. Always be first. Don't let him win. Okay? And have no fear. Okay, thank you so much. I got Cooper here in the background. It's a chilly day. He's sleeping. I'm going to put on a fun note, on a happy note, I'm going to put Cooper trying to dance to Jerusalem. I don't know if you heard that, but that's going to be one of the little videos I'm going to post after this. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you soon. Big hug. Love you guys. Bye.